You probably already know this feeling. You eat something simple, something you've eaten 100 times before, but now it sits in your stomach like a rock. You're bloated, gassy, maybe even a little nauseous, and you wonder quietly to yourself, is it just me? Is something wrong with my body? The truth is, after 60, your digestion changes in ways most doctors don't take the time to explain. It's not just aging, it's chemistry, structure, and rhythm. As we grow older, our stomach produces less acid. That may sound like a good thing, but it isn't. Stomach acid helps break down proteins, absorb nutrients, and prevent harmful bacteria from entering our intestines. Without enough of it, food lingers longer, digestion slows, and bloating increases. At the same time, our gut muscles weaken. Food moves through the system more slowly, leading to constipation, fermentation, and excess gas. This creates a perfect storm, where even healthy foods can feel heavy, uncomfortable, or too much. And then there's the microbiome, the invisible community of bacteria that lives in your gut. After 60, this microbiome often becomes less diverse. That means fewer helpful bacteria to support digestion, calm inflammation, and break down complex nutrients. The result? More sensitivity, more discomfort, and more confusion about what's suddenly not working anymore. But here's the gentle truth. Your body isn't broken. It's just asking for different support, a softer kind, a wiser kind. In this video, we'll explore the foods that answer that call. Not extreme diets, not harsh cleanses, just real, calming nourishment designed for a wiser gut. And before we move into the first group of foods, take a deep breath. You are not alone in this. Thousands of older adults experience these exact shifts, and thousands have found relief. Not through fear, but through mindful change. Let's walk this path together. When people hear the word fiber, they often think it's a simple fix. Just eat more, they're told. But for older adults, it's not that easy. In fact, the wrong kind of fiber can make things worse. Let's start with something important. There are two types of fiber, soluble and insoluble, and they behave very differently in your body. Soluble fiber is soft, slow, and kind. It dissolves in water and forms a gentle gel in your digestive tract. Think of it as a broom that quietly, calmly sweeps through your system. It feeds your good gut bacteria, it keeps you regular, and most importantly, it doesn't create gas or bloating when introduced gradually. You can find this kind of fiber in warm oatmeal, ripe bananas, applesauce, chia seeds soaked in almond milk, or a spoonful of flax seeds stirred into yogurt. These foods are especially helpful if your digestion has felt sluggish or unpredictable lately. On the other hand, there's insoluble fiber, the kind found in things like bran flakes, raw cabbage, kale stems, or thick whole grain breads. This fiber is more like a scrub brush. It doesn't dissolve, it pushes through. And while that can be helpful in younger bodies, in older adults, it can cause cramping, urgency, or painful bloating if your gut isn't ready. It's not that insoluble fiber is bad. It's just that timing and balance matter more now. Your body is asking for support, not force. One of the most powerful things you can do is to start your day with a soluble fiber-rich breakfast. A bowl of warm oatmeal with sliced bananas and a sprinkle of chia. A poached pear with cinnamon. A soft cooked carrot blended into soup. These may sound simple, and they are. But that's exactly what your gut craves now. Comfort and consistency. And here's something you might not hear often. Drink more water, but especially when eating more fiber. Fiber without water can create bulk that just sits there. Fiber with water helps move things along gently and effectively. So if you've been increasing your fiber but still feeling gassy or bloated, maybe it's not the amount of fiber, maybe it's the kind or how quickly your body's being asked to adapt. Start small, go slow. Let your gut build trust again. Because digestion isn't just a process, it's a conversation. And fiber, done wisely, is one of the kindest things you can say to your body. There's something quietly powerful about fermented foods. They're not loud, they're not flashy, but they carry a wisdom passed down from centuries of tradition, a quiet ability to heal, to rebalance, to restore. And for older adults struggling with digestion, they may be one of the most important foods you're not eating enough of. Let's step back and understand why they matter. Inside your gut lives a vast world, trillions of bacteria working quietly behind the scenes. They help you digest food, absorb nutrients, create certain vitamins, and even regulate your mood. This invisible community is called the gut microbiome, and after 60, it often starts to shrink in diversity. Good bacteria decline, harmful ones may increase. And when that balance shifts, everything changes. You may feel bloated after small meals. You may become sensitive to foods you used to tolerate. Your immune system may feel weaker. Your skin, your sleep, even your memory, all are touched by the health of your gut. Fermented foods help restore this balance. They contain live, beneficial bacteria, natural probiotics that go straight to your digestive tract and begin repairing what time and stress may have worn down. They repopulate the gut. They calm inflammation. They even help your body produce enzymes again, those tiny helpers that break food down more efficiently. And the best part? You don't need a lot. Even a few tablespoons a day can make a difference. So what should you include? Start with plain yogurt, but not the sweetened kind with artificial flavors. Look for one that says live and active cultures on the label. Add a few spoonfuls to breakfast, or use it as a base for dressings and dips. If you're sensitive to dairy, kefir, a fermented milk drink, is often easier to digest and contains even more probiotic strains. Next, try sauerkraut. Not the kind in cans filled with vinegar, but the raw, refrigerated version. It's tangy, crunchy, and full of living bacteria. Just a tablespoon on the side of your lunch can go a long way. Kimchi, the Korean cousin of sauerkraut, is another option, but it can be spicy, so start slow. If you prefer something soothing, sip on miso soup. Made from fermented soybeans, it's warm, light, and deeply nourishing. Even a cup a few times a week can help. And if you're open to it, kombucha, a fermented tea, may offer gentle digestive support. Choose one with low sugar and start with just a few ounces at a time. Now let's pause for a moment and address something important. Fermented foods are powerful, but they're also unfamiliar to many people. And when your gut is sensitive, too much too soon can cause discomfort. So please, start small. Introduce one at a time. Give your body a chance to adjust, to listen, to respond. You're not trying to overhaul your microbiome overnight. You're tending to it. Like a garden that's been a little neglected, you don't flood it with water. You nourish it gently, a little at a time. And in just a few weeks, many people report feeling lighter, less bloated, more regular, and more in tune with their body. Fermented foods aren't a trend, they're a return to balance. And for many older adults, they're a quiet turning point on the path to digestive peace. Not all foods speak to the body in the same way. Some come in loudly, fried, greasy, rushed. Others, though, speak softly. They soothe, they comfort, they restore. After the age of 60, what your digestive system needs most isn't intensity, it's calm. By now, you've likely noticed it yourself. Spicy foods that once thrilled you now burn for hours. A fast, heavy lunch leaves you sluggish. Even vegetables, if too raw or fibrous, can stir up discomfort. That's because aging digestion is often accompanied by low-grade inflammation. Years of stress, poor sleep, medications, and processed food slowly irritate the lining of the gut. The body tries to defend itself, and in doing so, becomes more reactive. What we eat either fuels that fire or helps put it out. Let's look at the foods that gently cool the system, the ones that are known to reduce inflammation and support easier digestion. One of the best places to start is with cooked vegetables. Yes, raw foods may seem healthy, but for older adults, they can be too harsh. When vegetables are steamed, roasted, or gently simmered, their fibers soften. This makes them easier to digest while still retaining most of their nutrients. Try starting with zucchini, carrots, pumpkin, or spinach. These are naturally low in insoluble fiber and rich in antioxidants, meaning they protect your gut lining while feeding your cells. You might prepare a warm bowl of carrot ginger soup. or a dish of steamed zucchini with a dash of olive oil and herbs. These simple meals aren't flashy, but they're healing. Next, let's talk about healthy fats. After 60, many people avoid fats entirely out of fear of cholesterol or weight gain. But the truth is, certain fats are essential for reducing inflammation. Olive oil in particular is a digestive hero. It coats the digestive tract, eases the movement of food, and contains polyphenols that actively calm the gut lining. Drizzle a little overcooked vegetables. Use it in soups. Even a tablespoon a day can support smoother digestion. Then there's avocado, soft, rich, and loaded with monounsaturated fats and fiber. It's one of the rare foods that is both anti-inflammatory and gut-friendly. You can spread it on toast, blend it into smoothies, or simply enjoy it with a pinch of salt and lemon. Now let's not forget about herbs and spices, nature's original medicine. Ginger, for example, is one of the most studied natural remedies for digestive issues. It helps relax the intestinal muscles, reduces bloating, and stimulates saliva and bile production, all essential for older adults. You can steep it into tea, blend it into soups, or even grate a little into warm oatmeal. Just a small amount daily can reduce nausea, gas, and inflammation. Turmeric is another star, thanks to its powerful compound called curcumin. It has been shown to reduce gut inflammation and may help with symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome. Pair it with a pinch of black pepper to increase absorption, and stir it into rice, scrambled eggs, or stews. And finally, don't underestimate the value of comfort foods, but the right kind. A bowl of warm porridge, soft mashed sweet potatoes, a cup of gentle broth. These aren't just foods for the sick, they're foods for healing. When your body is tired of the noise, tired of reacting, it leans into warmth, into simplicity, into nourishment that doesn't demand energy, but gives it. You don't need extreme diets or rigid meal plans. You need food that feels like a quiet hand on the back, steady, calm, and kind. And sometimes that's what heals us the most. Sometimes we look for healing in new foods, superfoods, and complex diets, but forget that the way we eat can be just as powerful as what we eat. After 60, your digestive system isn't just slower, it's more sensitive. It asks for gentleness, not only in food, but in rhythm. So if you've tried changing your diet but still feel bloated, sluggish, or uncomfortable, this part is especially for you. Let's begin with something incredibly simple, yet often overlooked: chewing. Chewing is the very first step of digestion. When you chew thoroughly, you're not just breaking food into smaller pieces, you're signaling to your entire digestive system that nourishment is coming. Saliva mixes with your food, beginning the chemical breakdown of carbohydrates and fats. It contains enzymes like amylase and lipase, your body's natural helpers. But here's the truth: most people don't chew enough. They take a few bites, swallow quickly, and move on. And when that happens, undigested chunks reach the stomach, making it work harder, longer, leading to gas, bloating, and discomfort. So slow down. Put your fork down between bites. Try chewing each mouthful at least 20 to 30 times. At first, it may feel awkward, but soon your body will thank you. You'll feel fuller sooner, digest easier, and even absorb more nutrients. Next, let's talk about meal timing. Many older adults eat in rushed windows, skip meals, or snack late into the evening. But your digestion follows a rhythm, a kind of biological clock known as the circadian rhythm. And after 60, it becomes more important to eat in alignment with that clock. Try having your largest meal during midday, when digestion is naturally stronger. Keep dinner light, ideally at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Late-night eating forces your digestive system to work when it wants to rest, which can lead to indigestion, poor sleep, and nighttime bloating. Another gentle habit that helps: warm water or herbal teas before meals. This preps the stomach and relaxes your digestive tract. Try sipping a small cup of warm ginger tea, chamomile, or fennel tea before eating. It's a small ritual, but one that tells your body, you can slow down now, you're safe to receive. Now, let's address posture. It may sound unrelated, but how you sit while eating affects your digestion. Sitting upright, feet flat, with your spine gently aligned, allows food to travel easily down your esophagus. Avoid eating hunched over, in bed, or while lying down. These positions can lead to acid reflux or poor stomach emptying. Even what you do after meals matters. A gentle walk, even just for 5 to 10 minutes, can dramatically improve digestion. Studies have shown that light movement after eating can help reduce blood sugar spikes and improve bowel regularity. On the other hand, lying down immediately or sitting still for hours can slow things down, especially for older adults whose metabolism is already reduced. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, eat without stress. In today's world, even retirement doesn't guarantee peace. Many older adults eat while watching distressing news, checking the phone, or carrying emotional tension. But when you're anxious, your body enters fight or flight mode, and digestion shuts down. That's why meals eaten in a calm, peaceful environment digest better, even if the food is simple. So create that space. Turn off the television. Play soft music. Light a candle. Eat with people you love, or in silence, if that brings you peace. Because your digestive system isn't just processing food, it's responding to your entire environment. And when that environment is calm, your body responds in kind. These habits aren't complicated. They're ancient, intuitive, and surprisingly powerful. And for many older adults, they're the missing piece in the journey toward better digestion. Now that we've explored the why and the how, let's take a gentle walk through a day of eating. A day designed not for restriction, but for relief. Because sometimes the hardest part isn't knowing what's good for you. It's knowing how to bring it all together in a way that feels natural, not overwhelming. So let's imagine a peaceful day. A day where every meal is a small act of kindness to your body. Morning, soothing the system after waking. You wake up, and instead of rushing into coffee or toast, you begin with a glass of warm water, perhaps with a splash of lemon. It gently awakens your digestion, hydrates your system, and prepares the body for food. For breakfast, you choose something light, warm, and easy to digest, like a bowl of oatmeal made with almond milk topped with steamed pears, a sprinkle of chia seeds, and just a dash of cinnamon. Why this combination? Oats are rich in soluble fiber, helping your gut stay regular. Pears provide pectin, a prebiotic that feeds good gut bacteria. Chia seeds offer healthy fats and keep things moving. Cinnamon gently supports blood sugar and adds natural warmth. And it's not just about the food. You eat slowly. Savor each bite. Maybe you even take a deep breath before the first spoonful, inviting your body to relax. Mid-morning. Mid-morning, a gentle pick-me-up. Instead of a heavy snack, you reach for a small cup of ginger tea or fennel tea. These herbs are known to reduce bloating and soothe the stomach. And if you're a little hungry, maybe a slice of avocado on whole grain toast. Soft, comforting, full of fiber and healthy fats. Just enough to nourish, never to overload. Lunch, the main meal. Where digestion is strongest midday is when your body is most ready to digest a full meal. So you prepare a warm plate of lightly sautéed vegetables, zucchini, carrots, spinach, cooked with olive oil and garlic, alongside a small bowl of quinoa or brown rice, and a serving of baked salmon or lentils, both easy on the stomach and rich in omega-3s or plant protein. This is a meal that gives energy without heaviness. You chew slowly, you pause between bites, and afterward, maybe you take a 10-minute walk, letting your body absorb the goodness instead of rushing into the next task. Afternoon. As the day winds down, your digestive fire cools too. You sip on a peppermint tea or enjoy a small bowl of cooked apples with a dash of turmeric and honey, a natural anti-inflammatory treat. This isn't about calories or control. It's about how you feel. Dinner. Keeping it light and early dinner is gentle and eaten early, ideally 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. You choose a bowl of vegetable soup, maybe made with pumpkin, sweet potato, and a handful of herbs, soft, warm, and soothing. alongside a slice of sourdough bread with a smear of avocado or hummus. Or perhaps just a boiled egg, a few soft-cooked greens, and a calming tea to finish. You end your day the way you began, calm, aware, and attuned to your body. This kind of eating isn't about perfection. You don't need fancy ingredients or complicated recipes. You just need to listen to your body, choose foods that feel gentle and grounding, and return to the basics: warmth, calm, consistency. Every meal is a message. Let yours say, "I care for you. I will not rush you. I will feed you with love." And that is where real healing begins. So maybe this wasn't just a video about digestion. Maybe it was a reminder that you deserve to feel light again, to feel calm, not only in your stomach, but in your days, to wake up without that heavy, uncomfortable bloating, and to go to bed with a body that isn't fighting you, but finally resting with you. You've heard the facts, you felt the truth. That food is more than nutrition. It's memory, it's emotion, it's healing when chosen with care. And if no one's told you lately, let me be the one. It's not too late. Not too late to listen to your body. Not too late to change how you eat, how you feel, how you care for yourself. Even now, especially now, your body responds to kindness. One warm tea at a time. One soft cooked apple at a time. One moment of stillness before each meal. So if this video made you pause, if even a small part of you whispered, "Yes, this is what I've needed," then I hope you'll carry that whisper with you today. And if you've ever felt alone in this journey, just know this: there are many of us, quietly learning how to care for ourselves again after decades of doing everything for others. You're not alone. Not in your discomfort, not in your fatigue, and not in your healing. So if you found something helpful here, leave a comment below. Share a food that soothes your body, or a habit that's helped you feel lighter after 60. And if you'd like to keep walking this gentle path with us, don't forget to subscribe to Golden Pathways, because every week we create these soft, honest conversations just for you, to nourish not only your health, but your spirit. Let's grow lighter together, one calm, healing meal at a time.